clothings, a reflection of identity, culture, and personal stories. Today, we have the privilege of speaking with someone who embodies this philosophy, designer Paromita Ghosh, the creative force behind Paroma a la Monde. Paromita's journey in fashion is deeply personal. She founded her brand in 2024 in loving memory of her father, with its name beautifully combining Paro from her own name and Ma in honor of her mother, blending seamlessly with a la mode, French for fashionable. But beyond its name, Paroma a la Monde is a celebration of heritage, artistry, and sustainability. Fresh off an impressive showcase at My Dream NYFW 2025 at the Hard Rock Hotel in New York City, Paromita is here to share her journey, her inspirations, and her vision for the future of fashion with her showstopper, Taha Shah Badussha. Welcome to ITV Gold, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Sure. Paromita, your brand Paroma a la Monde carries a deeply personal significance. Could you share more about the inspiration behind its name and how it reflects your journey?
So definitely I have been a fashionista and I love fashion and it's in my blood. Since childhood I have been privileged to have a boutique with my mom and we did run for a couple of years. But that was seeded inside me that somewhere down the line in future I will definitely be a fashion designer. But I started my journey through a pageant and I did multiple pageants and I am a crown holder for multiple pageants. Last year I went to Mrs. Universe and I was in top 20 and national costume winner. So that really probably pushed me and more than that, of course I'm daddy's little girl. I wanted to be very proud. My dad was very proud what I was doing. I had a bad personal life, but that made me unstoppable with my passion and dream. Always felt like to fly with my wings. So I thought of, giving more importance to my passion, which is, be in the fashion world, be more creative. So that's how it evolved naturally. And I believe it was all destined for me. It is something universe was telling and cosmic connection. I strongly believe everything was just going with the flow. I went to pageant. Everyone appreciated my style, my fashion. And after wearing all the, crowns, I feel like somewhere I should start also celebrating with other, people and share my fashion with them. So that's how I launched my collection first time last year for Paroma a la Monde. And my mom, was the main significance, like why I started. I did with her last year 12 shows, and finally this year I kicked off with Taj.
How did that happen?
So yes, I would say Hiramandi was the reason behind it because I watched his web series and I think, like all the girls, we all fell in love with his character. And I did manifest. I did tell him one day we will meet for sure. And I believe if you have strong affirmations, that comes true. So, and yeah.
Clearly, very strong.
Very, very strong. I was like attracting him. So yeah, definitely I was looking for someone because this time I wanted someone who is a king of hearts and Taj.
He is.
Who can be better than that, representing my collection based on the love theme at New York Fashion Week.
Oh, it was like a Valentine's collection?
Yes. So,
wow, describe it for us.
So this time, we all know love has been forever moves for the creative industry, right, at large. So I dedicated my entire collection on love theme, and who can be better a celebrity showstopper than Taha, right, the king of hearts.
I really have to see the pictures, but were you holding like a heart pillow? Or
I was wearing hearts all over me.
Oh, you were wearing
I was wearing hearts all over and roses, and it just seemed like, it seemed like it was, Disney princes jo hote hain, prince, it was like that. It was like a Disney cartoon character, like a prince, who would dress up like this and come to pick up the girls or sweep her off her feet. So that's that. It was all for the love, and it's all for Valentine's Day. Of course, the colors were all red and white and very. It was very, what do you call it? I think it felt very opulent and grand. That's what it showcased.
Yeah, I mean, I had different types of silhouettes I used, like A-line ball gown, and it was based on more international thing, and I wanted to showcase through my collection different types of love we have, familial love, platonic love, romantic love. So that is
How
where
did you translate all that into clothes? I want to understand.
I'm always like this. Like I always have a collection.
What was I?
You were the king of hearts.
I felt like it was what I was not platonic for sure.
No, you.
No, nobody wants you to be.
So there was like a different type of loves you can fit wherever you're romantic or platonic or family or whatever friends
Romantic love.
Romantic love.
That's what
Yes.
describes me.
Yes.
Romantic love describes me very much.
You can pick whichever you like. For me, it was self-love because I believe in self-love.
Did you walk the ramp as well?
I did walk with him because I'm the designer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's quite like she walked with me. Right, we entered, and then all of a sudden she broke into it like almost like a dance. You know,
Really?
like she
Wow.
was quite like I'm like, whoa, I did not expect that to come on. Like she was so confident on stage, and just very expressive on stage.
Did you follow her lead and dance as
I
well?
would never be able to live up to her image, right? No, I was admiring, and I was actually with a whole bunch of beautiful women, and so no, I didn't. I did dance with them later though. That's fine.
I did dance because it was a celebration for me completing first year of PAM.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
A big round of applause
Big
for
round
that.
of applause. So yeah, I mean, but I did greet everyone with my being grounded to my cultural roots with a namaste. So
Yes. you
yeah,
did.
it was very dramatic way.
Yeah,
Sorry.
very
Being a
dra-
dancer, I had to,
I had to like miss her hands at times.
I didn't see you was coming there.
And you said you were wearing something to express self-love.
Yes.
Describe your garment to us.
So, I mean, I had to balance out being not a model and then a designer, and then, of course, trying to be stylish at the same time. So, I was wearing a vest with a gold, trying to match up with Taha's outfit, but I kept it very love because that is very symbolic color, right? The red and pink is something where we resonate more of love. So, it was kind of showing that I am, constrained to my love and self-love is something which I strongly believe for, and it should be something I wanted to spread the message to everyone.
So being a designer, do you see the world in terms of themes or colors or silhouettes? What do you see the world as?
I mean, I am a very good observer, and I do love to observe a lot of things. Every fashion, I believe, is something what you bring onto the table and something creative thing you add. So being, a designer, that is very important, what others are wearing and something you can make it different. Of course, you try to improvise and evolve from there. So that is how I try to make it effective in my, inside my brain, play around with a lot of colors. I love being colorful, and at the same time, that's where I feel creativity comes into play when, you can go beyond your imagination because I feel like you carry the outfit. The outfit should not carry you. So be confident whatever you're wearing.
Even if it is not a brand and, maybe you're just shopping at Walmart. Or
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I definitely love to, wear something which I am not creating, and like I said, I'm a fashionista. Something I see which catches my eye, definitely is mine.
And how conscious are you about what you wear and how the world perceives you?
See, I believe in the same thing. I'm not much of a, I've never been much of a running behind brands or the brands need to show. I think end of the day, it needs to be, for me, bespoke. I'm a guy of suits, right? I like bespoke suits. I like suits which are exactly stitched to my length and my everything, my fit, my sizing. Besides that, if not in that, I think I would usually just be in my baggy pants, loose t-shirt, or my workout clothes. I mean, these are literally three places. Otherwise, हमारी टीम में बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो बहुत time लगा के they find the best clothes to dress me up in, and all I need to do is wear those. But if I was just by myself alone, I think track pants, keep it easy. Yeah.
Do you follow anybody for fashion?
I think I've followed a lot of people, like, from the times of Beckham, but I like to keep it classic. I like classic looks. even though I like to experiment with colors, I still like to keep it. I don't like to go too wild. Sometimes at many events, like let's say even Met Gala, a lot of people having a lot of extravagant kind of fashion. That is something maybe I would not be able to do. I prefer being classic yet experimental, but in the classic sense, you know. So yeah.
But if you were to dress him up for Met Gala, what would you dress him up as?
Yeah, what would you? I want to know.
Oh, well, that I definitely need to do a brainstorming session
Yeah,
with
yeah.
But at the
myself
top
and
of
with
your
him.
head, like, what could he be?
Nothing like that. I feel like he's so versatile, and when I have seen him, you know, the way he carried the outfit, I mean, he did a stunning walk with the attitude, everything, and at the same time, he being kind on his, you know, face, like, and expressing love. I feel we can play around with him with a lot of creativity. It just can't define him being, you know, in that ethnic thing, because he can showcase himself in different kind of outfits. So I would definitely would love to see him something which he's not comfortable, and something which the world would love to see him and say, hey, I have not seen him like this before, and something new look, fresh and new look. That would be my thought would be, based on that, I will come up with my creative design.
Any plans for the future, your shows?
Yeah, I do have upcoming assignments. Next would be I'm doing for Hrithik Roshan.
Wow.
And yes, I mean, he won't be walking wearing my outfits. That's beyond my reach now. But I do have a lot of plans. I'm going for Cannes. I'm trying to do a fashion show there. I'm going for IFA, but just it's a visit. All these things are in the pipeline. But yeah, I'm definitely looking for more work in this industry across the globe, wherever, you know, I can.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
talking to
much.
us. Lovely having both of you
Yeah.
on
And
Ideal
thank you
Gold.
so much. It was our pleasure.
Thank